Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the San Antonio Marshals and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. Standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Antonio Marshals and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visiting San Antonio Ball Club, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry of the game. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Geis. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Haskins. In trouble, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
At their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Trubisky to throw. Able to find Isabella. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now it's Trubisky. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. A first carry now. This is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 22 carries, 69 yards. They run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team,
feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This pass into the arms of Snead.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Trubisky. This is caught by Williams.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 28. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it with Johnson. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, this is Geis. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On first down, here's Love. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That's it.
A gain of 1 yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Open man is Stewart, it's complete.
That's it, baby. You got one.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky again. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Trubisky now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Trubisky, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Trubisky going up top. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll run with Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
now a handoff, Geis going right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 16 yards, a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Trubisky on first down. Steps away to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Trubisky. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Now Trubisky lost the football. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. For the score. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Now it's Trubisky, and he's got it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get it? The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 23 yards the pickup there. Now Trubisky to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Throwing here, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, it's Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's complete to Williams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield. Just a yard or two shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Partner, this running back's having a heck of a day on the ground. He just keeps punching it in and rushing for touchdown after touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This pass into the arms of Snead. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's taken in by Stewart. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trubisky will throw. This one caught by Isabella. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Trubisky to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. Snead's got it. And the ball is knocked out, and the defense has come up with it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. He may try and run for this. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Able to get this to Gordon.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Hill. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Hill going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 17-yard line.
Go. 10 logo. Who that?
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Love. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Haskins will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again on second down. Haskins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Haskins. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Haskins, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Now Haskins to throw him. He's lucky to be getting that one back. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back